Hey guys, we are back. Hope you guys all had a wonderful holiday. And now we're getting into our deload week as we get into the new year, going into 2021. So before we get into that, our New Year's hours, remember our last class on New Year's Eve is at 4:30, so we'll be closed after 5:30 p.m. So we'll have normal hours up until that last class, okay? Then we're gonna be closed a little bit early. We'll reopen New Year's Day, 9 a.m. for a special workout. Make sure you guys are reserving your spot in that class. And then if you haven't done so, help us out with the 2020 survey, which is actually going to be more about you and what accomplishments you've achieved. We want to highlight all of our amazing accomplishments for 2020 and highlight individual athletes who have accomplished amazing things in this great year that we've had. We know that there's been some awesome PRs in the gym personally, as well as it could be anything. So what do you think is a huge accomplishment for you? It doesn't have to be a PR of a move. It can be, anything could be a PR really, eating better, sleeping more, all those things, okay? So whatever you feel is a big accomplishment for you, we want to hear about it, okay? And we want to try to showcase it. And of course, some of you guys may take the survey, but don't want to be put on the limelight, that's fine. Just let us know and that'll be fine. But we do want to hear some of your amazing accomplishments, okay? Because it does help others. And it helps us understand what we did well for you guys, and hopefully we can accomplish that going forward in 2021. So, Tuesday, and just so you guys know, because it is the holiday season, it's really hard to get these videos done with all the holiday mumble jumble running around, so I apologize I didn't get the video out for Monday. Probably going to be the same thing this week, so we'll have a couple videos, and then because of the holiday, I'll try my best to get those out for you guys. But just bear with me. We'll get back into it after everything's over. But today, our deload week, every 3 minutes for 5 sets, we're gonna do a 50-foot sandbag carry, or we're gonna go with a heavy farmer carry. If you guys wanna make this even more difficult, you could do a mixed rack, we could do a front rack, okay, whatever. But the sandbag is gonna be heavy, so we want that to be about 100 pounds, 150 if you wanna challenge yourself, and we're gonna bear hug that as we go. We wanna make sure that as we're walking, we're trying our best to keep our glutes engaged, our core engaged, so we're not leaning back and doing this as we walk. That's going to put a lot of pressure on that lower back, so making sure that we stay engaged. It's time under tension. Then we're going to move on to 4-man makers, which remember is the renegade rows with the the dumbbells into a basically clean thruster 30-foot handstand walk or 3 wall walks, okay? So this is a good time to practice our handstand walking skills, and if we're not there for handstand walking, we can work on trying to get upside down and walking up the wall. If you don't have that, we could do kick-ups, we could do plank walks, things of that nature. We also have a couple different scales here for our wellness. You could do wall walks, or like I said, we could do 5 inchworms, so we're walking it out and maybe trying to get all the way planked out as far as we can go and then walking it back in. Gets us to work that core, gets us feeling comfortable using our hands and everything engaged, okay? So every 3 minutes for 5 sets. So your goal here is to work about 2 minutes and then rest about a minute and then go again. So we're gonna do that 5 times. So like I said, 50-foot sandbag carry, 4 man makers, and then practicing some handstand walking. It'd be a good challenge. Like I said, for the performance sandbags, 150, 100. The man makers, semi-light, 35, 25. Fitness, you can bring that sandbag down if you want to the 100 or 70s, and then the man makers same, 35, 25. Masters teens, you can sub out the sandbags for heavy farmer carries, and we're talking heavy, we're thinking like 50 plus, maybe doing the 70s today. And man maker, you can use that of choice. Wellness, heavy farmer carry, man maker of choice for the dumbbells, and I said wall walks or 5 inchworms if you're not comfortable going upside down. So it's just a good time to practice with things that we don't always practice with inside of class. So make sure you guys get in, have some fun with it. We're thinking about an RPE, so a rate of perceived exertion, around a 6 or 7, so 60 to 70% of 100, right? So if 10 was 100%, we're bringing that down to 6 or 7 to make sure that we don't go overexert and tax our CNS too much. So we want to see just basically a long sweat, but you can have a conversation throughout. All right, see you guys back here for tomorrow's Wednesday workout.